And this year, NOAA will use a new model to help predict the start of the Eyewall replacement cycle, which usually indicates a storm's strength and size is about to change dramatically. Joining us now live via Skype to talk more about this new model is Jim Cosson, a scientist with the National Climatic Data Center. And Jim, for those unfamiliar with the term, what is the Eyewall replacement cycle?
Well, the eyewall replacement cycle is an event that takes place in a fairly common way in the very strongest hurricanes, where a second eyewall will form around the original eyewall and eventually contract and take over that eyewall.
And this can indicate a strengthening storm, so you'll be able to actually forecast this phenomenon now instead of just observe it. How does this model work?
Well, we went back into the historical archives and used a lot of satellite data and environmental data to get an idea of what the predecessors were in the past for these types of events. And we formed those relationships and were able to create a model based on that.
Now, for folks living in coastal communities who are always watching hurricanes approach this time of year and wondering what to anticipate, what is this going to mean specifically? What kind of message should they take if they get a forecast that an eyewall replacement cycle is occurring?
Yeah, it's a very tricky thing. It represents a bit of a glitch in the forecasts because the forecasting tools that the forecasters have access to don't necessarily take these events into account. So you can get a very rapid weakening, and then you can get a very rapid intensification. And unfortunately, you also get a very large change in size, and the larger storms can really wreak havoc in terms of storm surge. So when a storm is approaching land and an eyewall replacement cycle occurs, it's a very dangerous situation because the forecasts tend to be a little less accurate because this is such an anomalous event, and the swings in intensity and size can happen so quickly and so dramatically.